But what a day, what a day, oh my. We got a lot to talk about. Slept really late. It's 2:30 in the afternoon, and I'm going to go get shake materials from the store. Well, I'm definitely not going in right now, so I guess I'm just gonna wait here while this passes. Trevor's dumb decision of the day, wearing mesh shoes when you know it's raining.
There he is.
Hello again.
Hey, how are you?
I'm well, how are you?
Not bad.
Happy to be back.
Oh yeah, who's got it better than me? They finally unchained me from the gulag wall.
What did you learn at Prasco?
Got some reps in.
Just some service time, manipulation?
Yeah.
The vlog welcomes you back. They're going to be super excited. They love you.
Hi, Mom.
Well, as you can see on this camera lens, it is humid and we got rain, so I don't want to get the camera wet. I want to get some of my throwing done. Great day of throwing. Ready to go for tomorrow. Feels great. Body feels good. Mechanics feel good. Whew. Cincinnati Buds got a little thing going on here. 3-0 is the Cincinnati Buds. 3-0. Tyler Malley shoved tonight. Rough first inning, 2 solo homers. Came in, didn't let it bother him. Locked in. Ended up going 7. 6 2/3 maybe. 11 punch outs, something like that. Just absolutely shoved. 2-3 hits maybe, something, I don't know. I forgot all the stats because it was just impressive to watch how locked in he was. We needed it big time. We got a doubleheader tomorrow. 2 7s. I'm going game 1. I hope Darvish pitches game 1. I want to match up with him. He's been on fire since, I guess really since the All-Star break of last year. He's been just killing it, so would love to match up with him again, run it back from last year. TJ Antone in game 2 for us. Gonna go out there and shove. Lots of sliders, lots of breaking balls tomorrow. Lots of swing and misses coming up. Cincinnati Buds, baby, 3-0. Good night. It's a good night for us. What we got here? It's interesting, in the morning when I order this stuff, I never remember what I ordered, so it's always a surprise, even though I put in what I wanted to eat tonight. Good veggie medley. I don't know what this is. Oh, this is veal. Okay. We got some cool shoes tomorrow. Today was Jackie Robinson Day observed. It was supposed to be earlier in the year, as it is every year. Obviously, you know, COVID, so we weren't able to celebrate Jackie Robinson Day earlier, so MLB rightfully moved it back. That was today. Everyone wore 42, honored him. Tomorrow I got some cleats. Jackie's image painted on one side and a big Bruins painted on the other side. Give a shout out to my school, his school, UCLA, and also to Jackie himself. So pretty excited about those. As of now, Darvish is pitching the first game tomorrow. Oh, is that Yarvish pitching? It's good news. It means we're gonna match up. I gotta put myself in the mindset not to be excited about the matchup, but to dominate the matchup. So I'm gonna be excited tonight, and when I wake up in the morning, completely different mindset. And it goes into straight, like, hatred. Hatred for their lineup, hatred for their team. I gotta put myself in that space. It is start day. I gotta make my shake and get on over to the field. Woke up at about noon, gotta head to the field about 1, so kind of a short day here at home, but it's start day. I'm pumped.
Howdy, Trevor.
Hello. Would you like to introduce yourself to the people of the vlog? Currently you're known as COVID check-in guy and they love you.
I don't know,
what would you like to be known as? I got one, thank you.
I just want to...
You stay right there?
Yeah.
COVID check-in guy it is. Oh man, okay. Looks good, doesn't it?
First of two, Cubs and the Reds from GABP.
Trevor Bauer gets the ball for the red leg.
Darvish, like Bauer, on a roll here in 2020.
But what a day, what a day, oh my. We got a lot to talk about. I split a doubleheader today with the Cubs. Wow, okay, first game, I pitched first game. We lost 3-0, Darvish shoved it. Give up 2 solo homers to Rizzo, which sucked. One of them was on a changeup that was way below the zone. It's the third changeup I've thrown all year, so I was really shocked that he hit it. He's a very good bat-to-ball guy. He was in the middle of like a 9-pitch or 10-pitch at bat. He was fouling off everything, and I figured I'd get him on that and create some weak contact or a swing and miss or something. It clearly did not. Only hit it 94 and kind of popped it up, but Great American Ballpark, homer. They battled all day long. They put up really good at bats. A lot of foul balls on pitches that I'm used to getting swings and misses on. Yeah, they ground me out. I went 5.1, 2 walks, walked Schwarber twice. I'm not happy about that, but he usually puts up pretty good at bats against me. So 2 walks, only 5 strikeouts today. Only gave up 4 hits too. I gave up a really. I'm gonna have to talk to Kipnis about that because that was ridiculous. But jammed him and he just like flared one over there to left field and landed it right on the line for a double. Pretty brutal. 2 homers to Rizzo and a single to Contreras. Thought I threw the ball pretty well, 4 hits, and thought it was pretty good, but they ground me out and threw a lot of pitches, and they forced me to work hard, and they ended up getting that dub. So came back in game 2, and game 2 was a wild one.
Looking forward to see what TJ Antone has tonight, the rookie.
TJ Antone started. We got a quick 4-1 lead, a lot of homers. Winker with a homer, Casale with a homer, Votto with a homer. We were up 4-1, and then Antone threw a pitch, a fastball that just he missed with, but it missed kind of up above Rizzo's head, went to the backstop. Can confirm there was no intent there, just missed. He was all over the place out at bat with everything. Just one of those moments where things go awry, but umpires decided to issue a warning because they deemed it was intentional, which was the first mistake. So they issue a warning, but they only issue the warning after David Ross comes out and argues with them and yells at him, and then he gets ejected, and they issue the warning, and then David Bell comes out and he's yelling because he's like, why is there a warning being issued? No one was hit. That wasn't intentional. You got to be kidding me. Now, like, what do you mean there's a warning? So then later in the game, Akiyama's up, Show goes up, and their guy throws a pitch above his head, and no warnings at all, which is ridiculous because if you're going to issue warnings in the first place for a pitch above someone's head, the whole point of issuing the warning is so that if it happens again, someone gets thrown out and there's no like continued beanball going on. All right, that's the whole point of issuing a warning in the first place. So you issue the warning, and then when someone does the exact same thing, you don't throw them out. You don't issue a warning. There's no consequences. So David got hot about that. He went out there and was yelling and getting on the umpires like, what the heck? What do you mean there's not going to be an ejection? You issued a warning for the exact same thing. So if you're going to issue the warning as an umpiring crew, you have to stick to it or don't issue it. That's the whole purpose of a warning. Like, hey, this is getting out of hand. You do it again, someone's gone. Don't do it again. That's the whole point of a warning. And then the guy does it again, and no, nothing happens. So David's out there getting on the umpires, and then Rizzo starts barking from first base at David. So David goes over and like says something, kind of starts walking towards Rizzo like, we're not talking to you. And of course, when Rizzo started yelling at David, our dugout was like, hey, this is too much. So our dugout empties. We ended up in a benches clearing brawl. Not a brawl, there's just a meeting. There was no punches or anything. It wasn't a brawl, but benches cleared, dugouts cleared. And of course, the umpires, since they're super sensitive about handling this thing wrong, the players on our side start coming out of the dugout, and he just starts ejecting people that are coming out of the dugout. So he ejects Votto, he ejects Winker. David sees this going on. Votto and Winker weren't even saying anything. There was no like, we were just going out there to support our guys because it looked like there was going to be a confrontation between our manager and one of their players. So he ejects Votto and Winker. David sees this and jumps in front and starts yelling at him like, why are you ejecting my guys? They're not doing anything. It's your fault that this whole thing is going on anyway because you're not doing your job. So then David gets tossed. So then bench is clear, and we're out there, and eventually this whole thing gets simmered down, and now we end up missing, we get Votto ejected, Winker ejected, and David ejected, and nothing happens to Rizzo, who instigated the whole thing in the first place, and nothing happens to the Cubs pitcher who threw one at Akiyama's head. So that was that. So then we end up down, we were down 1 run going into the 9th, and Kimbrel comes on. There's some wild pitches, there's some walks. The Punisher came through huge, drove hit a slider for a single, drove in a run to tie the game. And then Moose comes up and he gets there's a swing, so it's a 0-1 pitch, and Kimbrel bounces a breaking ball, and he kind of like starts at it and does that. Doesn't even take the bat off his shoulder, basically. And the home plate umpire calls it. And he says, yeah, you swung. And it's like, what? In this situation, you have an umpire down there on third base to appeal to. How are you supposed to watch the pitch and see the swing? Just ask the guy down at third. If he calls it, whatever. So then our dugout was pissed off about that because the umpire's been screwing us all damn game. Moose ends up striking out, and then I forget who was at the plate. But the next guy comes up, and Kimbrel throws another ball, a third ball to the backstop of the inning, and we score the winning run, and we walk it off. So, crazy sequence of events.
Reds score 2 in the 7th to win it 6-5.
We got a split. So that's the roundup for today. If you're going to issue a warning, then the next time the same exact thing that you issued the warning for happens, you got to throw someone out. That's the whole point of the warning. I have no idea why they didn't, but that was ridiculous. The umpires caused the benches clearing fiasco. Anyway, that's all for today. We hit the day game. We're about to bird to the field. I'm tired. Thankfully, I don't have to do anything today, so just recover, hopefully. So we got an off day coming up, which means I got an extra day in this cycle, which means I don't have to do anything today, which is fantastic news. So I'm gonna eat and hang out and watch a baseball game. Sunflower seeds?
All the others had at least like...
I eat a bag of sunflower seeds every single game. What a beautiful day for a series win. Where are all the pitchers? Hey, aren't pitchers supposed to be out here right now?
You know what? I don't think so.
Where are the starters?
That's the best thing about not having a routine, Trevor.
You can't change your routine if you don't have one. Well, the Cincinnati Buds fall to 4-2 on the year. 10-1. Cubs hit 6 homers, 7 homers, something like that. Thorough ass kicking, that's for sure. Tough way to go out in a series. Okay, Agente Pelo Rojo, Ray Chalupa is in town. So we're on our way to grab some dinner and talk about the crazy trade deadline that's going on. Rumors are right now, Clev? Is Clev going to Padres, you think?
Indians have to get a big haul in return for that. So I'm curious who they're going to be like sending back to Cleveland.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Is like, to me, Cleveland would have to get Lindor's replacement in the Clev trade for it to be worth it. So you can trade Clev, you get a star young shortstop, then you trade Lindor in the offseason to get another haul back, and now you've rebuilt with younger players and you still can try to stay competitive. Does that sound about like what they would do to you?
Yeah, that's the only way, because otherwise Clev still has so much time of control and at a relatively cheap cost for what he produces. So he's an odd player to trade right now just because he is still so cost controlled. Look at that matching game.
Wow.
But look how cute his dog is. It's my dog.
Wow.
What do we have going on here?
I'm a YouTuber, so I vlog.
You film your what?
I vlog. I film my days.
Oh, fun. Very good. Is that your go-to now?
I'm an entrepreneur. I run a media company. I'm a vlogger.
I'm glad to see we moved on from Drone Pilot.